since I've been on this page and done a video. So I was keen. I'm just keen to get back into starting. I've got a new media room. I've just finished building, so I'm pretty stoked with that. And yeah, it's time. It's time to get back into business mode. I'm going to stand up here. Time to get back into some really focused on achieving what Carl Pickering needs to achieve in this life, what God wants Carl Pickering to achieve. It's time to start walking into the destiny that we all have, really. Do you know what I mean? Because everything I do is about impacting other people. And what I do with my business, the Amway business, my sports nutrition business, which is part of Amway business, do with that business is about impacting. It's about influencing for the greater good of humanity, I suppose. And so, but here I just wanted to sort of give a bit of a teaching today on attraction marketing. What from here on in, I'm going to be teaching people who get involved with me in my business. Okay. Basically, I'm going to, this is exactly what I'm going to be teaching. This is the blueprint on creating a long-term, sustainable, big business in the digital world, using social media, not spending any money, all right, all for free, just using the platforms that you're already using: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Okay, we're going to talk about the attraction marketing model, but at the same time, we're going to talk about something that can be sustainable long term, and something that's never really changed. Okay, and it's really telling your story. See, I'm going to go through some stuff that I've wrote on the whiteboard here. I don't know if you can actually see that writing or not. I'm going to have a look. Just give us 5. I'm going to look on my screen over here on my iPad, because I want to see how it's looking from your viewpoint. Okay. So here we are. We've got the live video up. I'm assuming there's sound. Yeah. We're good, and you can see that writing really well. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so here we go. All right, I'm stoked with what I'm seeing here. Okay, so you've got to be real. So here we go. We're just going to put something going along the bottom here now, and there we go. All right, we're getting fancy these days, guys. We're getting real fancy. PM me to work with me, okay? It's as simple as that. PM me. All right, private message me. Get in touch with me. Have a chat with me. If you want a video call, great. If you just want to get started in the business, all right, and then that's awesome. I can send you a video. I can, I'm happy to chat and answer any questions you've got, and we can move on from there, work together, achieve your dreams and goals, because that's what it's about. Influencing you to become a better person to who you should be, who you're meant to be. All right. So I'm stoked with what you're seeing here. So let's talk about telling your story. Why tell your story? Okay. See, everyone knows, if you've been in sales for a long time, if you've been in my business, for example, when I was in the Amway business, it was always so people don't get in the business, Carl, because they like the business. And that's true. And people don't always buy your product because they like your product, to a degree. All right. Don't get me wrong. The product is important, and the product has to be good. But at the same time, there's always just as good products out there. Does everyone agree? There's always just as good products out there. So what's the difference between someone buying from you or getting in your business opportunity, in, for example, my business opportunity, the Amway opportunity, or buying one of my products or something? It's what is the difference between person going to this opportunity and coming to my opportunity is the very fact is the person likes me. See, what happens is people don't get in the business or buy your product because you actually, because they like your product. They buy from you because they like you. They like to do business with you, okay? So what happens with when it comes to people doing business with you, what happens is people like you, okay? People trust you, okay? Everyone seeing that, okay? And people will then do business with you. So understanding this system, this is the blueprint really, all right, what you want to achieve, all right? You want people liking you want people who trust you, and then you want people then people will do business with you. But the reality of it is most people in a digital media way to this day are still struggling to actually get people to do business with you. And a lot of teachers out there, coaches and all that, are telling you you've got to put more content, when that's actually not really and good quality content. And you've got to paint yourself as the expert and all this. And the problem is you don't always have content to put out. You don't always have content. And the idea of putting content out there and being the expert in your field actually starts messing with your mind, because you've actually got to come up with something that sounds awesome every single day. When the reality of it is, it doesn't have to be that difficult. All right? And so this is how do you get people to like you, and how do you get people to trust you? All right? You get people start liking you and trusting you when they feel like they know you or they're familiar with you. Say that again. People start liking you and trusting you when people become familiar with you or they feel like they know you. Does that make sense? So what you have to do is you have to get people on your social media pages to feel like they know you. Secondly, when they start to know you and they become familiar with you, and yes, you can constantly be posting and putting your name and face out there, all right? But the reality of it is for people to really come into a knowledge of who you are and become really familiar with you to a degree where they totally like you and trust you, which remember means they will do business with you, is tell your story. Tell your story. And what do I mean by tell your story? Well, we've got a great, you can use your Facebook. We've got a great thing these days with Facebook stories and Instagram stories these days. Well, it's phenomenal what you can do with them. And literally, you can just tell your story throughout the day. Start thinking about your lifestyle and how you want to live, but at the same time, start living within the confines of the lifestyle that you can live right now. Okay, everyone comes in with different budgets, right? So if you've come here with no money at all, then the fact is your lifestyle, how you live right now, going to work, etc., trying to build your part-time business, working with your mentor, coach, trying to sell a product and all that, all becomes part of your daily life. Well, tell that story. All right. For an example, I've got a great sports nutrition range, and an energy drink, and so I can go about my day, and I'm about to go for a surf, for example, and I'll just show on my stories about having an excess drink, all right, having an energy drink, all right. That's part of my story, all right. Showing people I'm going out for a meal, what I'm eating that day, I'm telling my story throughout the day. And you don't need any experts to actually. I'm just looking. Sorry, I don't need any. You don't need any experts to film you while you do this. You grab your phone and you take a quick snapshot, or you take a quick video, and you tell your story throughout the day. You come on and do. You just tell your story. Okay. You share in your experiences throughout the day. You might be on the way to work, and you're sipping on your coffee. Just share. Hey, I'm on my way to work. Drinking my coffee. Who else has coffee? That's your story. All right. You're getting worn out in the afternoon, and you have you have your energy drink, or you have whatever. You take your supplements in the morning. You share that. And we can talk about call to actions, but I'm not going to, because there is a section where you actually start calling people to action, to buy to take an interest in your product or whatever. But I'm not going to delve into that today. But the fact is, you need to start getting this bit right, telling your story. Now you say, well, that sounds all too hard, Carl. Well, at the end of the day, it's a skill you've got to learn. Why do you have to learn something? Because that's what your trade is. That's what your skill set has to become successful in any real business today, especially on the internet world. See, it's interesting today. I find people. This is easy because I'm in my business, for example. Yeah, my business, right? You say, people want to come in, yet they just want to know how to make money, and all this stuff about doing this, telling your story to get to people to know you so they like you and trust you and they can do business with you, sounds like a lot of work for them. They've got to learn something new. They've got to do something that makes them uncomfortable. They've got to put themselves out there. Right? Well, the problem is, for me, I find that easy, and I can't see the reasoning why you can't learn that, and you don't want to learn a new skill set. Because when I first came into the business, guess what? I had to learn a new skill set. You know what it was? The skill set was out there meeting people, prospecting people, and making phone calls to strangers. I mean, I used to pick up business cards. I had to learn this skill set, and I was scared to do it. I mean, it used to make me physically sick. So to actually but I had understood though, if I wanted my dreams and goals in life, if I wanted the results that the my business could give me, then which is financial freedom, I really had to learn a new skill set to actually achieve it. All right, it's like any trade. All right, if you're a tradesman, if you become a computer programmer, you've got to learn the new computer programs, for example, as they go. You've got to learn how to become that person. If you're an engineer, you've got to learn that. And as things as we start creating new ways of doing, buildings or structures, and all that, you have to actually understand new programs come into play. You have to learn those new programs as you go. Well, this is no different. You have to come and learn a new trade to get financial freedom. You've got to learn something. You got to learn how to do something different. All right, you've got to learn how to build a business that creates a residual passive income for you that pays you for the rest of your life, whether you work or not. To do that, you have to build something first. So you have to learn the skill set to do that building first. All right, get that? So I had to learn how to make phone calls. I'd pick up a business card, never met the person in my life, and this is what I was taught, and I had to learn to do this. Was oh hey, my name's Carl Pickering. You don't know me, but I've just found your business card here, and I was just curious. Do you ever look at other ways of making money? That was my phone call. And then I had to learn how to respond to their questions, or what's this all about, mate? You know what I mean? What's this all about? And or what is it? And I had to actually learn how to respond to that and set up a meeting without actually telling them what it is. Now I'm just telling you what it is, all right? So because I don't really care, you're either going to get in or not. All right, you're going to be because realistically, it's irrelevant in this media age today. It's irrelevant of you knowing whether the business is good or not. But what is relevant is, do you trust me and do you like me? And see, if I can tell my story right, guess what? My story is going to absolutely attract the person that God wants that person to be attracted to me, and that's going to work for you too. So you tell your story and you're going to absolutely attract the right people for you. Because when you tell your story, once again, people then get to know you. They get familiar with you. They get to like you. And through all that, they start liking you, trusting you, and then they want to do business with you. A new skill to learn, very easy. So I hope that helps someone who's watching it. This will be left on my page. I'm probably going to put this up on my YouTube channel. Guess what? PM me if you want to work with me. That's sitting there. And start telling your story. Love yous all. God bless everyone. See you later.